Welcome to day 6 of our Enchanted Princess Norway and Iceland cruise. In this episode, we witness some sea day onboard activities. We're joined by some unexpected visitors. We experience our first formal night on board Enchanted Princess. And stay tuned to find out how we did at the Princess Live late night quiz.
Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Dom.
And we are Tom and Dom Travel. And welcome to day 6, our sea day.
Okay, so sea day then, we once again got up a little bit later because we had no ports to get off for.
No need to rush.
Need to rush. Much more relaxed morning, didn't we? So we got up a little bit later, took our time getting ready, and then headed to the buffet.
Yeah. So while we were getting ready, we popped the wake show on, which is recorded the night before by the cruise director and the entertainment team, and it basically gives you a roundup of all the activities and events that are taking place on the day. It's always on stateroom, and most cruise ships do some type of morning patter
Cruise
show.
director TV type of show, isn't it? So yeah,
really interesting, and again just summarises the activities and events that are taking place on that day.
Yeah, any offers in the shops, in the spa, those things are usually included as well.
In the buffet then, quick breakfast again, a light bite, nothing too heavy, because it was quite late and we knew we wanted to go to the main dining room for lunch.
So yeah, we only had a couple of hours to go to until lunch, so we didn't have much at all.
No. So quick buffet breakfast, and then we made our way out towards the Wake View bar and pool area.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice sheltered spot. There are outside seating area there for the buffet, marketplace buffet. So if you want to take your food out and sit outside, you can. It's all nice and sheltered. And even though we're sailing in the Norwegian Sea, it was really quite nice.
Yeah, so we were prepared for a much colder day, being at sea sailing now between Norway and Iceland. So we headed back out there to the back of the Wakeview bar, where we found 2 spare sun loungers. Perfect, got a couple of towels and sat there for a few hours, didn't we?
Yeah, at the Wakeview there's no wind for some reason, and it was just...
Well, not on that day anyway, because it's all depending on the direction we're going.
We sat on the sun loungers for, must have been a good couple of hours, and just making the most of the sun and the magnificent views.
Yes, so right, tell everyone about what you did today, because Dom did a good deed.
I did. Somehow a bumblebee just flew and just landed on the deck in front of us.
Yeah.
So I don't know where he came from or where he was going, but he was absolutely shattered, very, very tired. So I just did what I thought was best, was get some water, mix some sugar in, and give him some energy.
Yeah.
And
So
it worked.
he flew away, didn't he? So hopefully that bee's out there somewhere.
Somewhere. My good deed for the day.
And he's not just been eaten straight away by a seagull. So. Okay, so after a couple of hours in the Wakeview bar area, we headed up to deck 18, where we were going to do a couple of laps walking around the I want to say jogging track, yeah.
Just to get our steps up.
But what we did, when we got up there was loud music coming from that area, and we headed over to the sports court.
Yeah, the centre court.
And noticed there was a Spanish fitness class going on,
which was quite entertaining actually. We stood there and we did chuckle, but everybody was having a really, really good time.
Yeah, lots of people there. So have we mentioned the Spanish group of people on board?
We have, yes.
So yeah, there's a Spanish contingent, a trip on board, and so there is several activities that normally would be done in English that have been turned over to Spanish activities. So for example, this Spanish karaoke class we've had a Spanish
dance class,
not karaoke class, just karaoke, dance class, various other activities that are just exclusively then in Spanish. So that has actually changed our routine of what we would normally do of an evening, because sometimes where we would normally go to Princess Live, at the times we would normally want to go, we haven't been able to go because unless we wanted to sit through 2 hours of Spanish only
quizzes
karaoke or Spanish quizzes. So yeah.
So yeah, it's a little bit different. There are about 350 Spanish speakers, Spanish nationals on board. So yeah, it has changed some of the activities and some of the areas, particularly of an evening, which is fair enough. So we watched the Spanish dance class for a bit, and then we decided just to have a pot around, a walk around, see what was going on.
Yeah.
We made our way over to the retreat and had a look, and it was empty because the wind and the sun had gone. And we spotted an opportunity to do something that I wasn't that keen on, but Tom had his heart set on it, which was to take a dip in a hot tub in about 6-degree weather. We weren't the only ones. There were plenty of other people.
What's happened is on this cruise is that people have been queuing up for these hot tubs, and that because the hot tubs were empty, we thought, right, let's go in it. Well, I thought, let's just go in it now and enjoy one of the hot tubs. But yeah, even though we're in cold weather, I don't think we've seen these hot tubs empty once, have we?
And there's still people in the pool.
Yeah, so it hasn't stopped people enjoying the Lido deck at all either. So we thought, right, quickly, let's jump in while our chance is there and have a go in the hot tub.
Yeah, and it was quite nice. Obviously, shoulders, anything above the shoulders was a little bit cold. But the hot tubs were a lovely temperature, and it was quite a different experience. We ordered a couple of glasses of Prosecco.
We treated ourselves to a couple of glasses of Prosecco while we were there. So yeah, enjoyable half an hour, I'd say, in the hot tub, wasn't it?
Getting out though, that was the struggle because it was very cold.
It's very cold, so we did take the robes with you that were available in your room, so we could quickly put them on and run back to the lift in order to be able to get back to the room and warm up. Once we arrived back in the room, we quickly got ourselves warmed up, got changed and headed to dinner.
Yeah. Lunch is available on sea days in the Capri restaurant between 12 and 1:30.
So yeah, there's quite often a queue to get in. If you arrive there at the time the main dining room opens for lunch, then you pretty much can get straight in. If you arrive any later than that, there is often quite a wait, isn't there? So we have found that the speed of service hasn't been the fastest at lunchtime. No,
obviously, they are dealing with staff shortages. The staff are incredibly hardworking, and we can't sort of say anything negative about that because they are fantastic.
And the food quality has been good as well.
Yeah, really good, really, really good.
So for starter, I had the meat tortellini, so a pasta dish, and that was actually really tasty.
Yeah, I also went for the pasta dish because I just really wanted to try it, and I tried the pappardelle with chicken ragu. Never had a chicken ragu pasta before, so it was really, really tasty, really nice. All of their pastas are specially made in Sabatini restaurant. Even the ones that you receive in the main dining room, all their pasta is freshly made, and it is fantastic. For our main, we both decided to go for the Parmesan chicken, which was really, really lovely. It was like breaded and then fried chicken breast.
It was actually huge, wasn't it?
It was massive, and it's like in the shape of a heart. I don't know if they did that on purpose or it was just coincidence, but yeah, it was in the shape of a heart. So yeah, it was a breaded chicken breast that was fried with cheese and like a tomato bolognese type of sauce.
Yeah,
just a small amount.
Yeah, just a tomato sauce on top,
and some chips and some gravy and some vegetables.
Yeah, all really nice.
Really, really tasty. For dessert, then I do love a trifle, and they had a cherry trifle on the menu, so I tried that. And it was okay, not the best trifle I've ever eaten, but nonetheless, it was nice.
And I had the triple chocolate fudge cake, which is, as I found out, the same as the one that you get on room service. So very chocolatey, and I really enjoyed it.
We both had a cheeky glass of Pinot Noir with our meal, just to wash it down. And then we made our way to the shops of Princess. As it was a sea day, obviously all of the shops on board are open, and we decided to just go into the photo gallery store, just to have a look at some of the things that they sell and were offering.
Yeah, we had a look at a couple of our pictures that have been taken already so far on the cruise. A couple of ones from embarkation day were uploaded there. And to view those, you can just go into the photo gallery, tap your medallion, that's my watch, medallion, and your photos will automatically come up. Magic.
And you can pay and print them out in the photo gallery, photo and video gallery shop as well. Also, what I did find out the other day is you can also view your photos on the medallion app and order them that way as well.
So after our little bit of shopping and our stop at the photo gallery, we headed back up to the room to chill out for a couple of hours, really, didn't we? And we're so glad that we did.
Yeah, absolutely. It was spectacular, really. Something that I wasn't really expecting, neither with you.
No. I just happened to have a look out of the balcony, and I saw just one fin pop up out of the water, and then called you over, didn't I? I was like, quick, there's something out there. And we watched a pod of Orca Whales put about a good hour, didn't we?
Yeah.
On the balcony. Various different groups all swimming around the ship. So absolutely fantastic to see.
We watched Wales for a bit, and once we finished that we decided to get ready because this evening was formal night, so not dressed to impress, proper formal night. Fortunately, the second day we were on board, we ironed all of our formal shirts, so it was a pretty quick sort of change. While we were getting ready though, we did happen to notice that the fog had come in so quickly and sort of reduced visibility to practically nothing.
And there was hardly any visibility, and we had heard a sound a couple of times, but we hadn't really paid much attention to it. And it wasn't until we reopened the balcony door that we could tell that it was the ship's horn sounding, obviously because the fog was so bad.
Yeah, something we'd never experienced before, because we've always pretty much cruised, as we,
as the weather's been good.
Mentioned before, we're relatively new to cruising, and we've done a lot of sort of summer hot weather cruises.
Yeah.
So we never experienced, just to be surrounded by fog, and we'd never heard a ship's foghorn before.
No.
So it was quite an interesting experience for us. So we were then ready for formal night, all dressed appropriately in our tuxedos.
Yeah, we both had a dinner suit on, didn't we?
We did, looking very dapper, if I do say so myself. We then made our way down to the Amalfi restaurant, where we've got our reservation for 7 o'clock. Waited a couple of minutes and then sat down at our table.
Straight in, yeah, so it's working out really nice in the Amalfi restaurant, isn't it? We've had fantastic service from our waitress, whose name is Tamara.
She's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Works so hard and cannot do, can't do anything
more for us.
No.
She's so attentive, so thank you very much, Tamara.
Yeah, absolute superstar.
Okay, so let's talk about what we had to eat.
Yeah,
so it was formal night, so dinner menu
is a little bit more fancy on a formal night.
It is.
Equally, all of the main dining rooms are particularly busy on formal nights. Doesn't matter what ship you're on, they'll always be more popular on a formal night.
Yeah.
Because the menus are usually something quite special.
Yes. So to start off with, I had Mexican meatball soup which is quite nice. As Tamara told me, it comes with 2 small meatballs, which it did.
It did, yeah.
So it was quite nice. I enjoyed that.
And for my starter, I had the melon with a mascarpone citrus sauce. It was beautiful, very refreshing.
Yeah.
I had something similar on Sky Princess on our last cruise. If you've missed any of those, I'll pop the playlist on screen now for you to catch up on.
Yeah, good. And then for our main course, I had the herb roasted chicken, which was actually huge, wasn't it? There was a massive portion. It was virtually half a chicken.
Half a chicken.
And that came with fries as well, and green beans. Really, really nice. Huge piece, huge portion there.
I went for the Austrian speciality, which was a piece of...
It was like a steak.
Sirloin, I think it is.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was just really quite fatty. Apparently that's the type of cut.
Yeah.
But the meat was beautiful and tender. It wasn't tough. And it came with one of my favourite vegetables, which was red cabbage. So
you enjoyed that?
I did, and I also enjoyed the quarter of chicken that Tom couldn't eat as well.
yeah. And once again, we washed that down with our
Pinot Noir.
our Pinot Noir that we have.
It's a nice staple. We drink it because it's supposed to be healthier for you because it's got less sugars in it.
Yeah. But no, we do like the taste of it as well.
Oh yeah, no, it's beautiful.
We're not drinking it just for the health benefits, are we?
Yeah, obviously, drinking wine for health benefits is no.
So, and then talking about health benefits, then we had dessert. I had the fantastic sounding crusty banana tart, and you had the pear flambe, was it?
Yeah, pear flambe. I was a little bit. Well, I was a little bit underwhelmed with the pear flambe. You had a bit of vanilla ice cream and some pear slices or pear quarters in a syrup.
Nothing too exciting, was it?
No, but it was nice. I like this.
My crusted banana was quite nice. It was tasted a bit like banoffee pie, so really enjoyed that.
As we were sailing across the Norwegian Sea towards Iceland, after dinner we made our way out onto deck 7 to take some photos in our fancy tuxedos.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you can see though, the weather had not really improved, so it was pretty misty, foggy outside, wasn't it?
A little bit grey. We enjoyed it anyway.
We persevered, and we did some photos outside in our tuxes, so it was fine, wasn't it? Yeah. It's surprisingly, what has surprised us, it's not that cold.
No, it's not that cold at all.
So even though we're in the middle of the sea between Norway and Iceland, it is
heading towards the Arctic Circle.
It's been okay.
Yeah.
It's been okay. Then we headed to our trusty bar, our Good Spirits at Sea.
Yes, we did, and met up with our fellow passengers and had some cocktails. I think we both had ultimate gin and tonics.
We had 2 rounds of ultimate gin and tonics while we were waiting for the show theatre, weren't we? So yeah, they went down nicely. We had a chat with some of our other passengers. We saw Sue and John again, so hello to them. And then we headed off to the Princess Theatre.
Important to note that while we were sat in good spirits, lots of entertainment going on.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that.
Lots of entertainment going on in the piazza, line dancing again, as well as there was a special cast performance.
Yeah, one-off cast performance that
was very short.
One song, Uptown Funk, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it must have taken them longer for them to get ready than it was to do the performance, because it was a blink and you miss it type of thing. So,
and I did. So, no videos of that, I'm afraid.
No.
It was very busy.
Yeah. But we watched that, and then we headed off to the theatre to watch the performer for the night, which was a multi-instrumentalist.
The same guy from the first night, because what we have noticed is they're recycling the acts, so the presenters or the performers from the shows are doing more than one show.
Yes, so we will have seen most people twice. I think. So the performer for the evening was named Kenny Martin, and he was hugely talented, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, the guy can play so many different instruments. It was really, really good.
Yeah, and he involved the Princess Orchestra a lot in his performances.
Bringing them out to the front and doing little shows with them, musical songs.
Yeah, and he tried to get the audience involved quite a few times as well. He's like we said, he's very talented, but I'd say his show is a little bit more subdued than some of the others.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, absolutely. When I was sat there, I thought, oh, this is probably something that you'd find on Cunard.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I suppose it was formal wear, and it did sort of match the evening.
It did feel like more of a more sophisticated performance rather than an all singing, dancing production type of performance.
And it was really good.
But we enjoyed it. Yeah, it's very talented.
After the show then, we made our way over to Princess Live.
Yes.
For the evening's quiz, which was Strike Out with Jason.
Yeah, Jason with a Y. Now this was an interesting game because it wasn't a game that involved quiz papers or anything like that. All the passengers, all the people in the Princess Live had to get involved, didn't they?
Yeah.
It divided the stage and dance floor area into two halves, and you were given a particular song and then 2 years. And if you thought it was one particular year, you headed to the right of the dance floor, and if it was the other particular year, you headed to the left.
Yeah, so whatever year the song was released of,
yeah,
you basically had to stand, and you were always given two options, and pretty much you'd go to the left, go to the right, and slowly, after numerous songs and years, you'd sort of whittle it down to the final one. And the winner would receive a fabulous bottle of ship champagne.
Yes.
Ship champagne.
So they played four rounds altogether, and in the last round of the game, guess who won?
Woo! So
here's our bottle of ship champagne. So that's
and now we got two.
our second. And as you can tell, we haven't been rushing to open them. So
no, apparently, well. Yeah, we will. But obviously we've got a package, so we've got the standard Princess Plus package.
Yeah.
So no need really.
So yeah, let me tell you a little bit about this champagne. I'll give you the full thing. It's the most delicate grapes from the best wine regions. Sparkling wine, harmony and personality is an elegant wine that gives you the best environment when served chilled.
Best enjoyment.
Oh. Best enjoyment when served. I can't read it. So we'll report back to you when we drink our ship champagne and let you know what we think.
After our win in Princess Live, we then made our way to Vista Lounge.
Yeah, because we were feeling good after our win, weren't we?
Feeling enthused and excited. So we went to Vista Lounge, and there was a fair few people in there, some good music. So we sat and had a drink, and
we did. And enjoyed the music in there.
The ambience.
The ambience of the
late night disco.
Yeah, we don't call it a nightclub. Near the equivalent of what this ship has as a nightclub is more of a late night disco. There is a DJ, but the setup of it is more lounge feel than nightclub feel, isn't it?
After Vista Lounge then, we headed to the casino once again.
Yeah, so... The trouble is, this casino is on the way to our room, and we have to pass through it if we...
Well, we could go deck 7 or deck 5. But
yeah, but we always tend to walk that way, don't we? So we pass through the casino on the way to the room, and we tend to have a little $10 each, don't we? And
we didn't win.
We didn't win this. Well, we won $5 and then put it back in.
We didn't win.
No. So losers for the night.
Yeah.
Even though we walked away with that. I'm looking over there because I can see that cheap ship champagne, but no wins in the casino.
After the casino, then we weren't in there very long at all.
10-15 minutes.
Yeah, not long at all. Made our way back to the room. Ordered a bit of the complimentary room service because we were both hungry.
Yeah.
And then headed to bed. Thanks for watching our day 6 sea day on the wonderful Enchanted Princess. As always, if you've got any comments or questions, just pop them in the box below and we'll get back to you.
And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Okay, bye.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to check us out on social media.